Hey, this is Stacy here at Android Apps Reviews. Today we're taking a look at the Roku app for Android. This is an app that you're really only going to need is if you have a Roku device installed somewhere within your household. Roku, if you don't have it, is basically it's kind of like Apple TV and streamers like that. It allows you to stream media to your televisions and things that such through internet. So, with that said, the app, however, is not a streaming app. The app is an advanced remote control, basically, for the Roku streaming devices. So, with that said, let's jump in. Let's have a look at it. Okay, so here's what it looks like, the device here. When you first get into it, you are definitely going to notice that it's going to be trying to connect to any device you have. As you see, I have two devices. I have an LT and I have a Roku 2. They now have a Roku 3 and they actually have little USB sticks you can actually plug directly into your TV, which is quite handy. But these are the devices that I currently have installed in my household. So I can click on one of the devices and that way it'll take me straight into the remote control, and you can see what the remote control looks like. This is the remote control. It's just like it is in the regular the Roku remote itself. So the only difference is I have a keyboard, so I can click on that there and it's going to bring out my keyboard and it allows me to type things in if I need to type things in. So any of the movements I do here is now controlling the Roku 2 device. So let's look at some more settings that we have. You have the My Channels. Now the My Channels, this is all the channels that are installed on my devices right here. So what this does for me, besides giving me an overview of the channels that I have installed, it allows me to go to those channels. So like right now, if I wanted to view something on Netflix, I would simply click on Netflix, and now it's loading up Netflix on the Roku 2 device, and I can control it with the remote control at that point from there. I also have the option to come over here now and go to the channel store. Now, if anybody that's ever tried to install a new channel on the Roku can attest, it's cumbersome. If you're trying to do it through the device itself, that's painful. And if you're doing it on the web, it's kind of hard. It's just not lined up the way it should to make it easier for you to find all the apps, all the channels that you want to get on the web and get them set. With this device, this part right here, this is what makes the Roku app worth having, just for this alone. It gives you the chance to come in, like I'll click on new, these are the new channels. I can come through these new channels. I can find any one that I want. Let's just grab this Vima here. I can click on it and I say I want it. I click buy now, I click free. And it gives me the option to click launch. Okay, now it's downloading the channel, syncing it. It's putting that channel on my device through the internet right now. And as soon as it's done, it's going to launch that channel on my device and send me right back to the remote. You'll see it happen, and I'm right back to the remote, and now my brand new channel, which I just added, is now playing on my Roku device. That is the best thing about this whole remote, is the ability to get those channels and have the channel store laid out like that where it's so much easier to see. If there's one reason you want this remote, if you're a Roku owner, other than just having a spare remote in your device, in your phone, or whatever, in case your batteries go dead in your remote, it is simply because of the channel store. That is huge right there. Okay, there are the next thing is PlayOn on Roku. If you have PlayOn installed on your computer, PlayOn is a media server, kind of like Plex. I prefer Plex, but I have PlayOn. I actually have them both. I just don't have any music or photos, otherwise I would jump into this and show you myself, but I don't have any of that. I just have basically videos. So if you had those, you would be able to view those here and use that on your PlayOn and a Roku. But personally, if I was going to be using PlayOn, I would get the PlayOn app, or if I was going to be using Plex, I would get the Plex app. It makes it a lot more sense to use your device in that way, using the devices that it's made for, than trying to run it through the Roku app itself. So So you do have a few settings there that you can do with those. And then you've got your regular settings. You can switch devices. I can click on here, I can go back, and then I've got PlayOn settings that I can go here in transitions and speed and shuffle and speed and stuff like this, that if I want to run those. So there's, like I said, there's not a whole lot to this. It is, you know, basically an advanced remote control for the Roku. I think it's, like I said, the channel star portion of it, that is the reason that I would install it, other than any other reason, is just to have that there. And, you know, if you're bored and you don't have anything going on, you can always pop it back up and see what new channels there are. There might be something on there that you might want to add. I have an overabundance, I should say, of channels installed on the Roku, and I have yet to watch every one of them, but every now and then I'll look and say, hey, that looks interesting, I'm going to add it, and I never do watch them. But at least you have that option there, and they're available, and if you want to do them, you can add them real easy, and it's like, trust me, it's a lot easier than trying to add it through the internet for the Roku device. So it's a short review. This is what the Roku app for Android is. Like I said, it's basically just a remote control, an advanced remote control. If you have a Roku, you don't have it installed, you might want to install it. Check it out. If you do, in the comments below, let me know what you think about it. And if you don't, you know, and if you like it, you don't like it, let me know. Let me know what's wrong with it. Let me know what your review of this app is, and what they could do better and things of this such. Go ahead and put it in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you would, please. And as always, stay mobile.